We are UR Echo Base Network. Welcome to the show, guys. We're going to go ahead and start the pre-show. This is going to be a very, very special one. Really looking forward to it. Star Wars Meg will be joining us very soon. She'll be here in about 30 minutes. And sit back, relax, enjoy the pre-show. We are UR Echo Base Network, and we'll see you in a little bit. We are UR Echo Base Network. I am the coach. Thank you guys so much for being here and watching this video. If you've not already, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of our content that we release from week to week. Also, guys, if you'd like to support the channel, hit the join button. Look at the different levels of membership that we offer you guys. You won't be disappointed, and join our member family today. Nick and I greatly appreciate it.
There was a huge moment. Luke Skywalker, one of the most iconic heroes in history, Mark Hamill making a comeback in the season finale there. What went into that decision? There was a risk in doing that, and how did you keep that under wraps?
It was very tricky.
Oh my gosh.
Bro.
Oh my goodness.
it's in black and white. You can't tell.
Oh!
It's X-Wing. Who could be on the X-Wing? I just thought about it. Oh my god, could it be Luke?
I'm Luke Skywalker. I'm here to rescue you.
I'm scared. Yes! No way! Yes!
And it definitely is Luke.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Is this happening? Is this happening? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Is this happening? Oh my god. Oh my goodness.
Johnny Luke Skywalker. Who is it? It's Luke! Oh my god, I'm gonna... Please! It's just so cool. Wow.
Oh, please, just not unhappen. Don't tell me it's unhappen.
It's Luke, my God!
It is! If it's an X-ray, you'll not be supposed to kill it! So that narrows it down a little bit! Oh my God, it is! Oh my God, it is!
Bro.
Oh, that's. I think that's Luke Skywalker.
I think it's Luke.
It looks like his Return of the Jedi outfit. Is it Luke? No.
What?
Is this Luke? It's Luke.
Yes.
That's Luke.
100%.
100%
the
Luke.
music?
It's Luke Skywalker. Holy fucking balls.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna die! The glove! It's...
I'm sorry.
Oh my God!
witnesses if that is Luke.
Man! Mace es Luke?
Es el sable verde.
Our friends Echo Base Network, Nick and the Coach, everybody should follow Echo Base Network on Twitter. Everyone. They're great, and they're doing a documentary on LucasArts. They did a really cool documentary on the sequel trilogy. They're doing a documentary on LucasArts. Everybody, let's do it right now. Let's all follow. There's 179 people here. Let's all go to Twitter, and let's go to Echo Base Network, and let's all follow Echo Base Network. And also then go to YouTube and give them a subscription.
Echo Base Network, I appreciate that, Tim, man. You've been a long-time supporter, too, man. I got those comics from you, the Batman Predator comics.
And he even tweeted out Echo Base Network's video. And it's important that we talk about this one. Echo Base Network is a great channel. You guys should definitely go subscribe to them. They've been supporters of Geeks and Gamers for a long time, and their channel is getting some traction. And Mark Hamill tweeting this out, and specifically listen to what they say. This is the video Mark Hamill tweeted out, okay? This is important. Shout out to you guys for getting Luke Skywalker to tweet out your video.
That was awesome.
Nice.
No, when I saw Echo Base get a bunch of clicks on their one video with the reaction and then getting that retweet, that was awesome. Those are the coach. You guys are awesome.
Here's what, like, I still don't like. I was watching the video about Star Wars Theory, and then suddenly they start talking about me. I'm going, whoa, I'm in the video. It's awesome. Like,
go ahead, Coach Nick. What did you guys think? I know you're wanting to say.
I'm gonna go on and say it. Holy is what I was thinking the whole time.
This video is not intended for children. Viewer discretion is advised.
If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.
Thank you.
We are Echo Base Network. I am the coach. Thank you guys so much for being here and watching this video. If you've not already, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of our content that we release from week to week. Also, guys, if you'd like to support the channel, hit the join button. Look at the different levels of membership that we offer you guys. You won't be disappointed, and join our member family today. Nick and I greatly appreciate it. We are You Are Echo Base Network. I am the coach. Thank you guys so much for being here and watching this video. If you've not already, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of our content that we release from week to week. Also, guys, if you'd like to support the channel, hit the join button. Look at the different levels of membership that we offer you guys. You won't be disappointed, and join our member family today. Nick and I greatly appreciate it. And welcome back to Echo Base Network, where we bring you high-quality Star Wars news and reviews, and you, the community, keep Star Wars alive. This is going to be a special one, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you to our EBN family for being here and turning up and turning out early. It's a little early for us, but we are doing that because we've got so many people overseas that are here on a live stream for the first time, and our very special guest is also overseas. We're going to bring her in just a moment, but at this time, I want to bring in my partner here at the channel, the ladies' man himself, Nicholas Glenn. What's up, Nick?
What's up, man? Yeah, so how you doing today?
Hey, we are great. We are so excited. Let me give everybody a warm welcome really quick. Welcome to Matt Risman, Sam Ayon, the Star Wars guys, Debbie Young, Big Red Xenial, Timothy Allen Alenko, Phil McCracken, D. Curry, Marcus Holbert, Gary Banjo Sandwich Worthington, Leia Rose, Sek Harma, Star Wars Meg is in chat, and she is our special guest. We'll get to her in just a moment. Can't wait. 27 Oranges, Low Spec Linux Laptop, David Walker, John 42, Tommy Kim, Andrew 46 and 2, Venger, David Walker, Rerum Trading, Rogue Reaction Base, Darkside Doug, The Star Wars Obsession, Venger, Snake Pliskin, Christopher Jones, Mace Windu, Cred Sox 05, Brandon Deeks, Phoenix Rider, Ruben Santiago, Jedi Knight and friend to Cara Dune, Maria Espino, Pam Todd and Son, Vidfile1, Greedo and Speedo, Josh Vids, Ron Doe, Sierra Fitzsimmons, Stephen Graham, Morgan Plant, Mark David, Hydrospanner 19, Chad Thomas, JPRPH1, Felix Quiros, Alan Copeland, Bobby Archaic, Nathan Rodriguez, the legendary Tron, he fights for the users, Zombie JLT1, Cobra Disney Jedi, Big Surg, Crazy 8360, Project Cambrian, and Norbson. Anyone that I missed, thank you and welcome to you as well. And everybody, it's time. We're going to bring in our very special featured guest. Her name is Star Wars Meg. When I told our community that Star Wars Meg was coming onto the show, they were so excited and tickled because it's awesome to see when content creators come together and discuss what we love. Being a Star Wars fan is very similar to being family. I mean, it really is. It is an extended network, an extended family, and it is so, so awesome when we can do this and discuss something that it's the reason that we're all here, guys. It's the reason that we're all here. It's the reason that we have our channels. And Nick and I talk daily about keeping Star Wars alive. Well, that is exactly what Star Wars Meg does. She keeps Star Wars alive by giving high-quality Star Wars content every single day. She is absolutely incredible. So at this time, I'm going to go ahead and bring in our guest. Welcome to the channel. Everybody in chat, please give Star Wars Meg a very warm welcome. Hello there.
Thank you so much for having me. I love that introduction.
We are, in Southern speak, Meg, we are tickled to have you here, which means
and I'm just
excited.
as tickled to be here.
Good. Well, before we get into Star Wars, how are you doing? And I know you're at 8:00 p.m. over there where you are, so everything going well and all that?
Everything's perfect. How about yourselves?
Oh yeah,
Good.
we are good. We are good, and like we already said, we're honored to have you here. So, Meg, one of the things that we do here with every featured guest that we bring in, we always kind of start with, what is your Star Wars story? We actually have a segment in every one of our live stream shows. It's called every one of our Saturday night live stream shows. That's our flagship live show is Saturday nights, and we start the show off with a segment called My Star Wars Story. Everybody's story is unique and special to them, and we like to give people an opportunity to share their story. So take us back to Little Meg, when Star Wars first happened, how it grabbed you, and how it stayed with you all this time.
I remember exactly the moment I fell in love with Star Wars. I was 6 years old, and I was at my grandparents' house for the weekend. And, they were about 20 minutes up the road from where I used to live. And I remember at the time they were doing like a special weekend. I was 6 years old. They were doing this special weekend where they were doing a Star Wars marathon on this one movie channel. And I remember I was with my grandparents and my dad because it was his parents, and Return of the Jedi was on. And I had never seen Star Wars. I'd heard of it. My dad was a big Trekkie, big Star Wars Trek fan, and also a bit of a Star Wars fan. And Return of the Jedi came on during the Jabba's Palace scene where Sy Snootles was singing. And as a 6-year-old, I just found it absolutely hilarious. I love that scene. All the different creatures, and then obviously later on Luke Skywalker comes in, and the Rancor scene. I always remember Return of the Jedi as my introduction to Star Wars. And incidentally, the following day, because I stayed over, I caught the other two films, Star Wars and The Empire Strikes Back, and it was really The Empire Strikes Back that to this day I consider to be, the definitive Star Wars movie, and probably even the best movie of all time, hands down. I think that's really how I got into it. But I grew up during the prequel era, so I fell in love with Star Wars all over again, specifically when Attack of the Clones came out.
Yes. Hey, Nick, I think I might be hearing feedback on your end, maybe.
On mine? Here, hang on.
Yeah, it's a fan or something. I understand.
I hope that's better.
Yeah. So you are basically in our generation as well, Meg, because we weren't around in 1977 when it hit the theaters. Like some of you are in chat. We came a little bit after. For Nick and myself, we were babies when The Empire Strikes Back came out. Mm-hmm. So we found Star Wars a little bit later. We didn't get to experience it in the theater. I saw it on a VHS tape on a TV, but it was no less impactful for us. So that's really cool. And another thing about your story that every time somebody shares their Star Wars story, Meg, they always reference their family, because it seems like family's such a part of it.
Yep.
It is. Absolutely is.
Yes. Nick, are you with us?
I always associate it with that.
Yeah, absolutely. So you got your story, and so how were you? You mentioned the prequels. Mm-hmm. What about when the prequels came out? How excited were you for Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, leading up to that? How big of a Star Wars fan were you as that was happening?
I was way too young to remember The Phantom Menace in cinema.
Okay.
Attack of the Clones was the first one I specifically remember the release of. And, it was big time because George Lucas was huge on toys, and, the action figures for Attack of the Clones and, of course, afterwards Revenge of the Sith,
Mm-hmm.
They were like the big hype for kids my age at the time. So I was really, really excited for the final two prequels. And I remember the hype being really massive. And I was obviously too young to be on those early internet forums, but, from what I've heard from other fans, Star Wars was buzzing.
Right. Absolutely it was. So, okay, we might be a generation ahead of you then.
I think so. I think you are.
But our story's very similar to that, because the toys played a huge role in Star Wars for us. And it's so funny, when Star Wars when the prequels were coming out and you were a little girl and you were experiencing
Mm-hmm.
that, you experienced that very similar to the way Nick and I experienced Star Wars as well, where we loved going to the store and buying the toys, being able to go home and play with those toys and make our own Star Wars shows and movies as well. So were you big into the toys as a youngster as well?
I was huge into the toys. I'm still an avid prequel memorabilia collector. I still collect everything to do with the prequels, whether it's posters or signed merch or props from the sets, everything. I was always huge on that, and that started when I was very young. As I say, 6, 7, 8 years old. I wanted to collect everything, even the stuff that in retrospect is very tacky. That was very early 2000s, especially for Toys R Us and that kind of thing.
Yeah, I could still see the Jar Jar Binks sippy cup with him on the top.
Oh yeah.
Even
worse than that was the Boss Nass one.
Oh yeah, I remember that too.
Is my audio better? Are you still?
Oh yeah, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
You're good.
So Star Wars Meg, did you see the new Jar Jar Black series figure?
I have,
Have
yes.
you gotten it?
I have, yes.
Okay. I saw it at Target. I actually thought it was I'm not a big Jar Jar fan, but I thought the figure actually was a pretty nice figure.
It is. It's a big improvement on the original Phantom Menace one.
Yeah.
For sure.
Absolutely. So, okay, let me here's a hot take Star Wars question, because everybody can jump into here. What is your favorite Star Wars toy of all time?
Oh, that is really difficult. I'll tell you which one.
Okay.
It's not really a toy. It's more, like those what's the brand? Is it Hot Toys or no? Sorry, Sideshow.
Yes.
And it's the Ayla Secura 1/6 scale.
Yes.
I think that because Ayla Secura is my favorite Jedi from the prequels. So yeah, I think that one is special. I also quite like those figurine sets that they used to do for Revenge of the Sith. I had the Buzz Droid one when they attacked R2-D2 and R4 at the start of Revenge of the Sith over Coruscant.
Right.
I like that one.
Yeah.
How about yourself? Have you got a
Oh, my
toy
goodness.
that's your favorite?
So it would be I'll actually show you.
Awesome.
So this little guy was the very first Star Wars figure that I ever got. I don't know why he's my favorite, other than I just liked the unique look of him. And he was instrumental in all of my stories, all of my playtime as a kid, and that's the original Kenner R5D4.
Awesome.
That is, I don't know why. I don't know why I've always had a fascination with the droid toys.
Me too.
The R2s and the C-3POs and the Death Star droids, they have always been my favorite. And another one that I liked so much, probably, and I'm going to ask you this as a follow-up question too. One of my favorite characters, my favorite character in Star Wars is old Ben Kenobi. Even though we didn't get him very much in the movies, we got him as a Force ghost, in Empire and Jedi, but he wasn't in the movie too terribly much in Star Wars, but that's just always been my favorite character, and because he was my favorite character, the action figure of an old gray-headed man was one of my favorites as well. So,
do you like the recent one because they did a 50th anniversary?
Yes.
Old Ben.
I'm blown away by the articulation and how closely the toys resemble the actual figures today. I have, like yourself, I have been a toy person for a long time. I actually used to have a toy business. Nick and I have traveled the United States. We've traveled the country going to toy shows and auctions, and Star Wars toys has always been very, very big. We don't do the Star Wars toy thing on our channel probably as much as we would like to, but it's always been a very big part of us as Star Wars fans for sure. So how big of a collection do you have?
Quite a big collection. I'm quite into Funko Pops as well.
Yes.
I've got a massive wall full of them.
Right. So growing up, I'm sorry.
Quite a few. Sorry, no, I'm sorry.
Well, growing up as a Star Wars fan, I'm going to guess that you had other people around you who were Star Wars fans as well. Our story, real quick. I think we were in the 7th grade. Nick and I were both in the 7th grade, and Meg, we didn't like each other at all.
Really?
I could not stand Nick.
He was. So you two go like way back.
We go back to that grade. So it's been almost 30 years. It's been 29 years now. So I am walking in the classroom up to the garbage can, and to get to the garbage can, I had to walk by Nick's desk. Nick had sitting on top of his desk a Star Wars youth book called The Glove of Darth Vader. And I looked at that book and I thought to myself, and I looked at him, I said it out loud, I said, "You like Star Wars?" And he said, "Dude, I love Star Wars." And we've been best friends since about a week after that, ever since.
That's incredible.
Yeah, and that's the power of the franchise. That's the power of that of Star Wars. That's the power of Star Wars. Do you have any relationships like that are tied, that Star Wars is instrumental in that?
Honestly, no. In fact, growing up, Star Wars was a thing that a lot of the boys were into. So, I was often, I think bullying is a strong word, but picked on, I guess, more than bullied for liking Star Wars.
Yes.
So I kind of kept it to myself a bit. But obviously, as I say, my dad was a huge Star Wars fan. In and of the original trilogy. He wasn't too big on the prequels.
Right.
But honestly, I really can't think of a story where I shared my passion for Star Wars with someone. There were a couple of kids who did like Star Wars, and we spoke about the upcoming release of Revenge of the Sith at the time.
Right.
But except for that, I'm afraid I don't have as amazingly deep a story as you guys do.
But what you're doing with your channel is you're doing that now. You have built and established a great Star Wars community where people of all different takes can come. See, we're original trilogy first fans. I would assume, you grew up in the prequel era, so they have to be near and dear to your heart.
Absolutely.
People of any Star Wars generation can go to your channel and enjoy it. And that's what we try to do here as well. We have a place where we're like, it doesn't matter if you're a prequel fan, a sequel fan, I don't care. I may disagree with you. We may not be like-minded, but you are welcome to be here and share your passion with us because it's all Star Wars.
I would completely agree with you on that one.
Yeah.
My channel is for literally everyone.
Mm-hmm.
If you like the prequels, if you like the original trilogy, I've spoken a lot about the sequels, maybe not in recent times, but especially when I first started my channel, a lot of it was sequel material.
Yeah.
It's my least favorite of the trilogies. I won't lie about that, but it's Star Wars. I'm not one of these people who uses the word, hate when I talk about Star Wars. I may dislike elements of the sequel trilogy, but I wouldn't say I hate them as movies.
Yeah. Good on you. Good on you. So, Meg, I've got some super chats here that I want to go through. If you'll just be patient with me for just a minute, and some of these may be directed towards you. So, Maria Espino, who I believe came from your channel, she
did, yeah.
She's what do you call yourselves? A Megalorian?
Correct.
That's awesome.
It's a play on the word Mandalorian. She's
Sure.
also one of my beloved patrons.
That's awesome. Well, and I know that one of my mods here and one of our members, Matt Rissman, is another one of your patrons. And
he is, yeah. I've been talking to him the last couple of days.
So many of our people, I hope you realize, so many of our people love what you do. And it's such a, we could just tell how passionate you are by watching your content, and you do it daily. So as a fan of Star Wars, thank you for what you do. Let me say that before I read the first message.
Thank you so much. And you guys have an incredible community over here. I'm really overwhelmed by the reception. I wasn't expecting so many of you amazing people to welcome me with such open arms.
Our place is very similar to yours. It's welcoming. It's we have a very special place. We love Echo Base Network. So thank you guys thank you family for giving Meg the warm welcome. And Meg, the thing is, even if you were somebody who, I'm going to say this, they may not like it. If you were somebody that said, The Last Jedi is my favorite movie, our community would still be welcoming to you. They may not, they're going to disagree with you, perhaps, but they would still be welcoming to you because they're good people. All right. So Maria Espino says, thanks for being Thanks for bringing us to this channel at Star Wars Meg. Love seeing two best friends running the channel together, and much love for coaches. Well, thank you. I am actually out of the coaching world now, thank goodness, so I'm just a coach here.
He's very happy about that.
Yeah, I'm very happy. I paid my dues for 20 years. Mexican Iron Man with a $14.99 super chat. He says, all hail and welcome EBN and Star Wars Meg. Listening in covertly while off at a client site. Hail all. Felix Quiros with a $5 super chat. I will be listening while at work. It is great that Star Wars Meg is in the EBN live stream. We are, you are, Echo Base Network. Thank you, Star Wars Meg. Valiant Renegade with a $3 super chat. Coach says, ladies man, I was looking for SY Link? I don't know.
Yeah, I saw that. I wasn't sure what Valiant was talking about.
Yeah. Ruben Santiago says, hail to Meg with a $3 super chat. Debbie Young with a $5 super chat. First channel I heard in the morning, even over my beloved EBN, is yours, Star Wars Meg. Well, that's awesome, Debbie. Norbson with a $25 super chat. Today we are all Megalorians. Valiant Renegade with a $5 super chat. Meg, I'm so thrilled you could come by and share your time with us. Been a fan since you were at 10,000 subs and have been watching almost every day since.
Amazing.
And Jesus Rodriguez with a $10 super sticker. Thank you, Jesus. And then lastly, Connor Fuller with a $5.49 super chat. Great to meet you, Meg. I look forward to checking out your channel. Hope you're coping okay with the heat wave. Keep those figures cool. Connor is from Ireland. So thank you guys for all of the super chats. Well, Meg, I got to put you in the Echo Base Network hot seat. Who is your favorite Star Wars character?
Of all time. Is this like across all the trilogies, across everything?
You could, hey, this is your answer. You could divide it up however you want to. This is just three old buddies sitting at a coffee shop.
It's between R2-D2 and Obi-Wan Kenobi. And just like you, in a sense, I prefer Alec Guinness.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Ewan McGregor's portrayal, but I saw Alec Guinness's first. You know, that's the emotional Obi-Wan suffering PTSD. And in a way, that's what I want to see in this upcoming show, like the transition between Ewan McGregor's Obi-Wan and then Alec Guinness's version.
Yeah, yes. Didn't you have a poll on your channel, Meg,
about
who people preferred was Alec Guinness or Ewan McGregor? And I think last I looked, I think McGregor or McGregor. I'm thinking of the fight from last 2 weekends ago. But Alec Guinness was losing to Ewan last time I looked.
I think it's because Ewan had more of a chance to be Obi-Wan. You know, he had 3 entire movies, and you know, we all know the controversy between him and George Lucas. He didn't enjoy some of the dialogue, but they both did a phenomenal job.
All of the CGI.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Running around with green screens everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. So, got a couple more super chats real quick to hit. Daryl the Derelict with a $5 super chat. Welcome to EBN Star Wars Meg. As an old fan, I appreciate what you do for Star Wars. It keeps the light side alive. Thank you so much. And I totally agree, Daryl. Thank you for that. Sierra Fitzsimmons with a I'm just going to say dollar. I don't know what that is.
Euros.
Super chat. Euros. Thank you. Thank you, Meg. Great to see Star Wars Meg. Love her daily content. Hope you get your 100,000 soon. And she will. She absolutely
thank you so much.
Yep.
Sam Aon with the £5 super chat. Been enjoying your content for a while, Star Wars Meg. Are there any other franchises you're passionate about? Empire will always be the best Star Wars movie. So any other franchises that you are passionate about?
You see, here's the thing: a lot of us nerds, as they call us, are into, you know, Marvel and everything. I've always just been a Star Wars fan. Like, if you knew the sort of content I consume outside of Star Wars, it would surprise a lot of people. Like, I'm a big Disney Pixar fan, or I like things like Winnie the Pooh.
That's okay. I like Winnie the Pooh too.
I watched Winnie the Pooh all the time growing up.
Oh, bother.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, Star Wars is my first and only franchise that I'm this passionate about, I would say.
I would say I'm more of the Piglet, and Nick is the Eeyore.
I don't know about Eeyore. I would say I'm maybe a little bit more Tigger.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. An awesome Canuck Grandpa with a $2 super chat. You am Echo Base Network and a Megalorian. So, guys, thank you so much for the super chats and all of the support that you give us. You are Echo Base Network, and this video is for you.
So I had a work call come in a minute ago, and I don't know if you guys talked about this or yet, because I had to step away for a quick second. But have you hit on all the Star Wars stuff that's come out since Disney took over?
No. She did mention that she covered the sequels. They're not her favorite by any stretch. She said that she doesn't hate them, but there are definitely things that she dislikes about them, and she's not covered them in a while. But yeah, that was about the extent of it, Nick.
Yeah. So are you watching Bad Batch right now?
Absolutely.
So how are you liking that show so far?
I really love it. I've there were a couple of episodes where the pacing wasn't great, but it kind of all ties in together. And I think when we come to the end of the season, we can look back and have this one coherent story.
Yeah.
Are you guys watching at the moment?
Yeah, and I my thoughts on it are a little bit different from Coach's thoughts on it. I am not a fan of the Omega character, really at all. And it's just kind of meh for me. But I'm watching every episode. I'm hoping for something big to happen at the end. So. I guess when I went into the show, for me personally, I went in with the expectations of this was going to be like a special forces unit, after Order 66, and it's more, I thought it was going to be more like a adult type cartoon, but it's definitely more kiddie somewhat. But the first two episodes I loved. I loved the first two episodes, and then there was a bunch of like side quest stuff they did, and I was starting to lose interest. And but yeah, I'm watching every episode, and I'm looking forward to see what happens at the end of the show for sure.
Mm-hmm. And that's the good thing about there being two of us, Meg, because he's just wrong. He's just plain out wrong.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on the show, Coach?
It's my truth, Coach. My truth.
There's only one truth.
Yeah.
Okay, so it started out kind of slow for me, even though I agree with Nick. The first episode especially was really, really good. But I went from binge watching the Castlevania Season 3. I don't know if you've ever watched that, Castlevania Season 3, but it's a very dark, adult animated show.
Yeah.
And I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. And I like the Castlevania lore and everything there. I'm a Castlevania nerd as well, but I'm like you, Meg. Nothing is even close to Star Wars. I'm a very casual Marvel fan and some other things that surprises people. Like I don't even watch Loki. I'm not interested. But when I went from Castlevania to the Bad Batch, it was jarring for me because I went from something that was so adult driven to something that is a little bit more kid friendly, which is okay. It just took me some time to get through that. The Omega character, I was kind of like, I'm not sure. But once we found out her history, once we found out the connection of Django, I'm loving the backstory, and I think that we're leading up. I hope that we're leading up to something that's going to be a very emotional send-off. And I think the story could potentially be very, very good. I love them bringing Hera in. The last two episodes have been great for me, so that's been quite enjoyable.
I agree with everything you said. To be honest, I think when Omega's DNA was revealed by Tech in that episode.
Mm-hmm.
That she's supposedly unaltered Django DNA. I think there is more to it that we'll find out. But yeah, I think it really added a new dimension to the character, and it kind of reminded the viewers that she's not just this tag-along child, because it did feel like that at times. I've said this before, but my least favorite episode was when they went to whatever planet Cutler Quain was on.
Yes.
Seleucami.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of felt like, is this show just going to be like this from now on, without really a drive, without really a purpose? But then it really picked up, and obviously the last two episodes have been amazing, because I'm obviously a huge Star Wars Rebels fan as well.
Right.
Yeah, I loved Rebels. I watched it since season 1. I watched every episode as it came out each week, every season. I really enjoyed Rebels a lot. What are your do you got any thoughts or theories on what's going to happen? A lot of people think that the Bad Batch and all of them are probably going to all end up dying at the end of this. What are kind of your thoughts on the ending of this show? Do you see there possibly being a season 2, or do you think it's going to end with this and then roll over into other shows and stuff like that?
On the one hand, they've left it quite late to wrap everything up in 4 episodes, but there's been a lot of speculation, which was based on a rumor by Jordan Mason, that the last episode is going to be 70 minutes long, just like the premiere. And the final 2 episodes, episodes 15 and 16, which we haven't had episode title leaks for, those 2 are going to be one and the same. They're going to be a 2-parter with a cliffhanger. I do foresee tragedy. I think there's no way one of them, probably Crosshair, isn't going to die. I think we are going to see a death. Interestingly enough, based on action figure leaks and the way that Lucasfilm have been marketing different characters, I can't help but feel that Echo is going to be the final member surviving with Omega. I think there's more to Echo that needs to be explored.
Do you feel... I'm sorry, go ahead, Nick.
I was just going to say, do you see them coming into... do you see them setting this up for live action appearances for them and any other shows they're working on?
Probably Omega and Echo.
Yeah.
I don't think they're all going to appear because the timeline wouldn't add up. They'd be way too old. And I feel like the Bad Batch, while it might even have another season or 2, it is meant to be this kind of limited series of, this is one chapter from the end of the Clone Wars and then move on. I don't think they're going to make spin-offs of Hunter and Wrecker like some people suggest.
Right.
What are your thoughts?
I'm kind of in that boat of, I definitely think some big tragic moment's going to happen at the end. Whether it's some of them dying or all of them dying, I definitely see that coming for sure. But I could also see them also using this. I've heard rumors of possibly Omega or some of the characters from Bad Batch showing up in the Obi-Wan series. I could possibly see that being a possibility there. But I'm definitely excited for that Obi-Wan series. And I think it'd be cool to see some members, any surviving members of the Bad Batch show up in there, and maybe that's when, the last ones end up getting killed off or something, saving Obi-Wan or saving Luke or Leia or something, some sort of tie-in there.
Meg, do you feel like we will get to see Crosshair rejoin his mates?
At this point, no. I had a big theory a week ago or so where I thought Crosshair is definitely going to have a redemption arc. When he recovered from his injuries on Brecker, I thought initially, the Empire's going to dispose of him. But as we saw a couple of episodes ago, he's back and he's more or less fine. I thought the inhibitor chip had been fried by the blast. But now it just seems like he's operating outside of the influence of his chip. So he's kind of got this rage, this maliciousness towards his brothers. That's just from a place of being upset at them almost for not following the Empire.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I always thought for a while, for the longest time, that And until you just said that, I still thought this. But I can see your point there. But I always thought that at some point in time, they'd end up capturing him, knocking him out, taking the chip out, and then him waking up and being like, what happened? Like, I remember everything, but it was like somebody else was in control or, something. And then he would rejoin them, and then they would be complete once again. But, after what you just said, that actually makes sense. I can actually see that.
I've got a couple of chats here that we want to hit. Maria Espino says, as a Star Wars fan, there are things I love about all three trilogies. I bet if you hated the sequel trilogy, there are still things you could point out that you liked. You're right, Maria. I absolutely agree with that.
Yeah, and there was one of our, I believe it was E. Stevens, who was our first giveaway winner, I think, made us do a top 5 of our top 5 things that we liked about. It was either The Last Jedi or the sequel trilogy. I can't remember. But everything in the sequel trilogy I thought looked great. There's not ever been a bad looking Star Wars film. They looked great, and there's definitely snippets here and there that I could mention that I liked in those movies, for sure. So.
And JP with a $5 super chat. Congratulations on reaching 70,000 this past week. The sky's the limit.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
And me and Coach were talking about that. When you, first of all, what made you want to start doing a YouTube channel? And what were your expectations going into it? Did you see yourself being where you're at now?
Timeout. Coach, 30-second timeout. Can I get through these super chats before we go there? We'll go there next.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll think about your question in the meantime.
Okay. Perfect. So Ruben Santiago with a $5 super chat. He says, come on, Nick. Omega is great. Then again, a lot of people didn't like Ahsoka when the Clone Wars came out, and you're absolutely right, Ruben. And Ahsoka is probably my favorite non-original trilogy character of all time. So.
And I've always said this. I'm not taking away the possibility that at some point in time something changes to where I like Omega. I just find the character annoying. Personally, I just don't like her. That's just me,
And we have the perfect follow-up.
And so many people in the chat and subscribers of this channel feel completely different, and that's completely okay. And I'm fine with people that like her.
Yep. Debbie Young says, Ruben Santiago, keep preaching it, brother.
Debbie's one of the people that's always on me about that.
Yeah, the chat stays after Nick pretty good, but he's always going to be honest, and that's we're always going to do that. Hello there. She says, hello, Star Wars Meg and EBN. Love both your videos. Meg, thanks for all your great insights into Star Wars through the years.
This person is a patron as well, and I think their name is a play on what Yoda sounds like when he does that sound.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty good. Can you do that again?
Yeah, I've been told that I do good Yoda. I've done this before on my channel.
That's the best I got. Ruben Santiago. Let's be real, Meg. There's no way they wrap everything up this season. There's too much going on. We haven't even seen Rex again yet.
100%.
Yeah.
And then Simon Lakin. Hail, Simon. He says, hello, Star Wars Meg. I'm a member of only 3 channels. Star Wars Theory, Echo Base Network, and Star Wars Meg. Love your videos. It's awesome. Boy, we are among the elite, Nick.
Yeah.
Thank you, Simon.
Yeah. We had Star Wars Theory on the channel, and now we got Star Wars Meg on the channel.
Yes. I like Star Wars Meg better. I like Theory too.
You're too sweet.
Golgo13 with a 99-cent super sticker. Thank you, sir. And then the last one for Debbie Young. I hear you on being a girl and not having many Star Wars friends. It wasn't until I had sons of my own that I got to really enjoy Star Wars. And now we're her adopted sons. So, so thank you, Debbie. Okay, so real quick video. Thank you guys so much for your for your contributions to the channel. We are You Are Echo Base Network, and I'm picking this video because after we talk about the channel, we're going to go here, Nick, and I cannot wait to get Meg's take on this. We are You Are Echo Base Network. This video is for you. All right, Nick, so you wanted to talk about the channel and how she got started and all that.
Yeah, and, you know, did you see yourself being where you're at today, you know, when you first started this YouTube journey? You know, what were your thoughts going into it, and kind of what was your strategy to get to where you're at now?
It's a very good question. I had been wanting to start a channel for quite a few years, a Star Wars channel. I've had many other channels, believe it or not, beforehand that never really gained as much traction on different issues, different subjects. But when it came to Star Wars, I really got into Star Wars again. There were a couple of years where, you know, I was busy at university, didn't really have time to focus so much on the franchise. But I remember when The Last Jedi came out and I discovered Star Wars Theory. And I watched his videos, I listened to his what if scenarios, and I thought, you know, this is really inspiring. You know, this guy gets all these views and people like his opinions on Star Wars. So I kind of used the notes section on my iPhone to kind of map out some theories, but I never did anything with them. And so the pandemic, you know, hit pretty hard back in May of 2020. And on a random evening, I just recorded, and here we are a year and a couple of months later. But as to your question on did I see myself here? Absolutely not. I just kind of wanted to make videos. This is going to sound really cliche. I wanted to make videos people cared about, but also videos I wanted to make. And eventually people got really interested and it just grew. I just kept doing it. And I think The Mandalorian Season 2 and all of the hype for that really helped, because that was like a hot topic beforehand. So I was covering different rumors, different leaks, different whatever. And I kind of found my niche in telling the news and giving some speculation and my reaction to different things. And yeah, I tried to stay true to why I started my channel in the first place, which is to share my love for Star Wars with people who want to listen.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So would you consider your channel a mixture of a news channel and a fan channel together?
Yes.
Okay.
And I think we're kind of there too, Nick.
Yeah,
A mixture.
I think we're kind of in the same boat.
I would say that we're probably, I don't know, 60-40 fan channel, 70-30 fan channel, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
But we do hit the news. One thing that I will say,
news.
Yeah. One thing that I will say that I feel that Meg and Star Wars Theory does better than anybody else is that it doesn't matter the length of the video. If it's breaking news, if it's a planned video that they've worked on for a while, or whatever it is, it's always insightful. It's never going to be something just on the surface. There's always going to be some insight there. And I love that about your videos, going there and seeing. And many of your takes and videos have spawned and led to us making videos, just like the other day. You broke the Luke, no, the, what was it? The Luke Skywalker, August 25th, Star Wars Gallery episode that's going to be coming out. You broke that news before anybody, and when I saw that, I was like, oh my goodness. And that kind of leads us, Meg, to the next part here. You know, back in December, we got this moment. We got this moment of Luke and his return to the Mandalorian. Now, I want to ask you first, did you see that coming, and how did you react to it?
I did see it coming. You know, you can go to my channel, and I think it was the week before I predicted that Luke would show up. I really believed that was the direction. You know, people were talking about different Jedi that were going to show up. I had a feeling they were going to pick Luke, and it was so symbolic. I was very emotional when I saw Luke. It was like a mixture of crying and laughter. Yeah. And I literally just jumped out of my seat and like held my head. I was like, are my eyes really seeing, you know, the X-Wing and R2-D2? And
yeah,
it was so powerful. We finally got the post Return of the Jedi Luke that we deserved as a fandom.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So, do you think, a little Meg speculation here live, everybody, do you think we get more of that Luke Skywalker?
Maybe. I really don't know. I really don't know. I don't know if they're going to hire Sebastian Stan or someone, or if it's going to be that they kind of explain why Grogu is back with Din and they just kind of ignore the Luke arc. And I'm not sure how I feel about either scenario.
Right.
Yeah, Max Lloyd Jones, who played Luke in that scene, who we've had back and forth conversations with. We're actually going to have him on the channel, but Lucasfilm has him on a gag order, so he can't talk or do anything right now. But after seeing that, after Disney seeing the fan reaction to that, I've always kind of been in the mindset of, Disney as a corporation is all about making money. They saw how big that moment was for fans, so in my mind, just from that aspect, I think there's no way that we don't get a Luke, more of that Luke, whether it's his own series or sprinkled into other shows or what have you. But I think we're definitely going to see him again.
Do you want to know my prediction?
Yeah,
please.
If we see Luke again, it's going to be this December in the Book of Boba Fett.
I would love to see that.
That'd be great.
And the thing is, I would have loved to see the interaction because, Boba Fett wasn't on that ship when Luke showed up there because, he hypered out and left, But if he would have been there in that room at the moment he walked in, I wonder how Boba Fett would have reacted. Because right before he went into that pit, he was taking aim, at Luke on that skiff, and getting ready to blast him. So I think that will be a very interesting interaction. And I'm not really sure how it's going to go.
Well, here's the thing. It really all depends on where Boba Fett is. We don't really know if Boba Fett is the same as he was, during Empire and Return of the Jedi, because he's aged. He's clearly got a lot more compassion than he used to. Is he more mature? Is he above that? Is he going to meet Luke Skywalker and kind of say, let's let bygones be bygones? Or is he going to be like, no, F you and try something? Who knows?
Yep. All right. Yeah. So look, she kept it clean, guys. She can say whatever she wants. She's our guest, but got to hit her with it.
N-O, N-O, no.
That's a joke. We
Coach plays that stupid song all the time.
Our people love it, Meg. Our people love it.
LR Dice, his kid, he's like, play it for my son. My son.
We
loves
get
the
super
no-no
chats
song.
requesting the song so their kids can listen to it before they go to bed.
Yeah,
it's so funny. Oh my!
I'll bear that in mind.
Yes. Oh, you say what you want to say. Wow. You were just talking about Luke Skywalker, Nick, and I totally lost my train of thought.
Yeah, because of the stupid no-no song.
Yeah, sorry. Oh man.
But yeah, they. What are your thoughts on Book of Boba Fett? We're getting that this year at the end of the year. Where do you see that show going? Because I'm kind of, I don't know. I'm kind of at a loss on what's going to happen there.
It's going to be pretty big. It's going to be pretty amazing. I expect it to be a really good show.
Yeah, I feel, Meg, that Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, everything that they are in charge of, they are giving us really good Star Wars. And until they prove otherwise, I'm 100% fully on board with the Book of Boba Fett and Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Thoughts there?
Absolutely. I also, have faith in Deborah Chow for Obi-Wan Kenobi. That show's going to hopefully be amazing.
That's really shaping up to be
and
nice.
she worked on The Mandalorian as well, credit where credit is due. Same with what's his face,
Peyton
Robert
Reed.
Rodriguez.
Oh, and Robert Rodriguez.
And Peyton
yeah.
Reed and Bryce Dallas Howard and all those amazing people. Speaking of which, going back to an earlier question, I also love the Jurassic Park franchise.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I saw the very first Jurassic Park when I was spending the summer with my grandparents in Nebraska, right after 7th grade, middle school, and I went to the theater and saw the first Jurassic Park. Yeah, great movies. I love those movies. That was actually what I wanted to be when I grew up at the time, was a paleontologist.
Interesting. Couple more super chats here to go through. Maria Espino, thank you, Maria, so much. She said, I predict Crosshair will die saving his brothers. I don't think any of them survive the series finale, but we won't get that for 4 or 5 seasons. Oh, interesting. Hey, you never know.
Yeah.
I would like to see Crosshair brought back or have a redemption arc, but we'll see. I like the character. I would just like to see him turn back to the good, but he was already kind of the anti-hero to begin with. Was kind of against some of Hunter's decisions, even in the first episode. So he kind of showed you that he goes against the grain a little bit, so to speak. Daryl the Derelict with a $5 super chat. What are your thoughts on Mace Windu, Meg, being in the book of Boba Fett, perhaps?
Any Megalorean knows that I'm all for it.
Yeah.
It's one of the things I really want to see.
I agree.
Yes.
Just
Samuel
some old
Jackson coming back.
Mace Windu.
Yeah. Yep. If Boba Fett finds out that Mace is still alive, he's been in hiding, he was like, forget the Jedi, forget the Sith, forget the Rebels, forget the Empire. I'm doing my own thing. And then he's actually still alive, and then we get a confrontation between those two. I think that would be epic.
Yep.
I agree.
Absolutely. Jedi Master Stones with a $5 super chat. I had a theory that when Grogu was on Tython, he communicated with Anakin and told Annie. He communicated with Anakin, and Annie told Luke to find Grogu. Annie and Grogu have many connections. Thoughts?
No.
Yeah, I don't see the connection there between Anakin and Grogu.
Well, I'll tell you guys what. When we had the Ahsoka episode, at the very end of that episode, when she was walking away, I was expecting a Anakin Skywalker Force ghost for whatever reason. It didn't happen.
The way she smiled. It's the way she smiled.
Yeah. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Maybe that's exactly why I felt that way. But I was looking for it, and I even photoshopped an image of an Anakin Skywalker Force ghost right there.
You've convinced me. You've convinced me that that's what we needed. I didn't even know I needed that, but...
Oh, that would have been... Talking about some connections there. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Ruben Santiago, did that no thing really just happen? Yeah. We do it at least once a stream, but anyways, so we're all caught up on Super Chats. Thank you guys. We are Echo Base Network, and this video is for you. Well, unless Nick had something else in mind, Meg, can you kind of already did it, but can you give us like a ranking, your favorite Star Wars movies in order? If you were going to tell somebody that had never seen Star Wars, where should they start?
And I got a follow-up question to that one.
Is your follow-up, which order should you watch them in?
Yes.
Okay.
For somebody that's never seen it and knows nothing.
Yeah.
The machete order.
Which is, which one is that?
4, 5, 2, 3. 4, 5, 2, 3. 6, 7, 8, 9, 1.
Yes. That is the way I had one of my ex-girlfriends who'd never seen it and knew nothing about it. She watched it in that order. Well, wait. She watched. Yeah. No. What I had her watch it in was 4, 1, 2, 5, 3, 6. Rogue One before episode. I had her start with Rogue One.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I've always liked the machete order just because it makes most logical sense, and also you keep the big surprise from Empire. That's spoilers. Vader is someone's daddy.
Yeah.
And you also get to see a bit of that backstory before Return of the Jedi, making that ending redemption of Vader much more powerful.
Yeah. Yep. So what would be your order of favorite to least favorite out of the theatrical releases of the movies?
My list is going to be very controversial, but I will always defend it. These move around sometimes, but bear with me. I think it's vaguely The Empire Strikes Back, then Star Wars.
Let's go.
Then Revenge of the Sith. Then I'm going to say Attack of the Clones. Then The Last Jedi. Then The Phantom Menace. Then Return of the Jedi. And then The Force Awakens. And then The Rise of Skywalker.
Oh, I can't wait to hear Nick.
Where would you put Solo and Rogue One in there?
Away from my screen.
Okay, so you didn't
I'm joking.
I was getting ready to say, so you didn't like either of those movies then?
I don't mind Solo, but Rogue One, apart from the final 15 minutes, is just so boring to me. I can't watch it.
Yeah, I liked Rogue One, but there was definitely some slowness there in the beginning. But yeah, that final 15 minutes of the movie was really great.
I didn't like the beginning because my head was spinning around like this planet, that planet, that planet.
Yeah. They were all over the place. Yeah. Yeah, and I don't know how much of that was changed in editing. We actually had Tim Rose on the channel who played Admiral Akbar, who was in Rogue One, and he was like, if you could have seen the movie that we actually shot, it was even better than what you guys got. Which we'll never get to see.
Yeah, very true. Very true.
Yeah.
All right, Meg. So here's another Star Wars question for Star Wars family. We have to know this.
Go for it.
What is your favorite or your most meaningful Star Wars moment? Movie,
Very
show,
good question.
movie, show.
I'm going to say when
Okay.
Anakin loses his temper in Attack of the Clones, when he says, I hate them. I didn't just kill the men, but the women and the children.
Yeah.
I hate
love
them.
that. I
That
love
to
that.
me spoke to me. Or when Kylo Ren destroys his helmet in The Last Jedi.
Okay.
I'm really big on emotional expulsion in film. Just a guttural primate brain, like sod everything. I like those moments because they humanize those characters, and they're very underappreciated within films.
I agree with you there on that for sure. And one of my, I don't know if it'd be my top, but it would definitely be my top 3, is when Luke is trying to race the X-Wing out of the water on Dagobah, and he walks over to Yoda and is like, what you're asking for is impossible, and walks off. Yoda does it, and then Luke's like, I can't believe it. And Yoda's like, that's why you failed. That whole moment in Empire, like I'm getting chill bumps just talking about it. I thought it was really excellent.
My moment.
Absolutely.
I got chill bumps sitting here thinking about it, not even talking about it, is when Obi-Wan and Vader's sabers are touching, and Obi-Wan sees Luke, and then he looks back at Vader and he smiles. That is my favorite moment. It's as if Obi-Wan is saying, you don't even know what's coming for you. You know, and all those connections, all of that history in that moment, I love it. I just love that moment. So much meaning.
Yeah, and at the time that was filmed, George Lucas hadn't even planned on Vader being Luke's father.
Right.
At that point in time, but it ended up playing out that way, and then it gave that scene a whole lot more meaning for sure.
Absolutely, yeah. I think with the Obi-Wan thing against Vader, the most powerful thing about that look is he's accepted his fate. You know, on Tatooine, when he reflected on the Clone Wars and all of his life, losing Duchess Satine, just everything his life had accumulated to by the time of A New Hope, we can assume that he had some training by Qui-Gon's Force voice, and he had accepted that he knows how to become one with the Force, and that his salvation, Obi-Wan's salvation, is to sacrifice himself in that moment so that Luke and the rebels can get away, because he knew eventually everything would come together, you know. And obviously the fact that Anakin, in spite of everything, would eventually be the chosen one to bring balance to the Force.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, such a powerful moment for sure. We've got another super chat from Hi Meg, any chance we might see you at a con or Star Wars Celebration one of these days? Utini. P.S. Thanks EBN for doing this. You're welcome.
Absolutely.
Have you ever been to a Star Wars Celebration before?
No.
I know they have them over there over in your neck of the woods over there.
I actually haven't.
We are having a Echo Base Network meetup this April and early May. It's April 29th, May 1st and 2nd at a convention that is ran by a Star Wars toy person. It's called the Imperial Commissary Collectors Convention in Nashville, Tennessee. So if you ever fly over to the States, that would be a good one to come to, Meg.
Yeah.
I'd love to, come over and go to Star Wars Celebration.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Anaheim next year. I'm planning on flying out there for that one.
Next time it's in Orlando, I'm definitely there.
Yeah.
But we'll see about Anaheim for sure. And there it is. Maria. Thank you so much, Maria. She says, I'd fly to the UK if Meg went to one.
I'd be right there to greet you.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, they've had a couple over in the UK.
Yep. So Meg, as a Star Wars content creator, a fabulous one, what's been the most rewarding thing about doing this?
That people care about what I have to say. This might come as a surprise or might not. I've never liked talking. Just generally, I was a very quiet kid. I've never really liked talking. Just generally, I prefer just silence most of the time. But when I do have opinions on things, it's obviously, as human beings, we love to know that we can be listened to and that others appreciate us or whatever it is. And when I see the amazing community here on Star Wars YouTube and people care about the fact that you bring the news to them or that they enjoy watching your content for whatever reason, that's the most rewarding thing. More than views, more than subscriber numbers, it's all about the connection and goes back to what you were saying about family, because I do see my Megalorians, as we call ourselves, as my family, because we share this deep love for Star Wars.
Yes, so well said. And I have found out over the past year myself that it's not even necessarily the content that we're providing at times. When you start turning into a community, it's just the spending time together. It's just they want to be with you, and Nick and I will do chill streams, and everybody just comes in, and we just hang out and answer questions and just hang out together. And
we'll jump over on Discord, and we'll get boxing or UFC fights and stream them over on Discord and hang out with folks. And
that's been a very rewarding part of doing this as well. And then meeting other content creators like yourself. Something that I talk about, I'm not that big of a YouTube watcher. I don't watch a lot of people. You were on my short list, Meg. Like, I
feel honored. I feel honored.
I watch a crap ton of YouTube.
Yeah, he watches it
all over the place.
If it's something I need to see, he sends it to me, or the EBN family sends it to me, and then I watch it. But I don't stay up to date on everybody's videos and takes and all that, and I really get. I feel like I'm drowning when I with all the negativity. There's so much negativity.
I can't stand it.
Yeah, and and we'll hit on the negative, but I say this all the time. We can't stay there, because if I stay in the negative, you're not going to see me. Like I'm not. It just gets me down, and I don't want to do it. I want to do something I love talking about. You know, and that's where we try to stay. Follow up, Nick. Thoughts?
Oh, I was just gonna say, if there's something that that we feel is a negative that Disney or Lucasfilm is doing, or Hasbro or whatever, we'll talk about it. But yeah, we're definitely not in the YouTube game to put our focus, all our focus and effort into that. We will mention it and call it out if it's worthy of talking about, but that's pretty much it. We won't make 100 videos on the same topic, and release them day after day after day.
Right. And I want to go back to what Meg said just a few minutes ago, talking about her speaking and being heard and her voice and how she prefers silence. Meg, I promise you, I'm not being flirtatious. Okay? We could listen to you talk all day.
And hearing that, I don't know why. Like it boggles my mind that people say that. Honestly,
people over here in the States.
I obviously love hearing that. Thank you so much.
People over here in the States just love the UK accent. I could listen to it all day long.
Yeah, me too.
It's
and
I wish I could talk like that.
Yeah, see, me and Nick sound like we fell off a tomato truck, like
because we're from the South here in the United States.
Yep.
Which state are you guys in?
Alabama.
We are both in Alabama.
Yeah. Coach was born and raised here. I was kind of all over the place as a kid, from in South Dakota, Nebraska, Missouri, Michigan, Chicago, Illinois, and then down here. And even after I moved down here, I moved to Mississippi for a little while, and then back to Alabama. And I've traveled all over the place too. So.
Yep. All right, guys. Got another super chat here from Big Red Xenial. He says, Ben. He looks at Vader, smirking. We're in the end game now. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's exactly what was going on. And we got another super chat from Ruben Santiago. Thank you, Ruben. He says, preach, Maria. I'd haul your luggage to the airport. Have a Megalorian convention, Star Wars Meg. Absolutely.
That sounds like a brilliant idea.
Hey, it could happen. It could definitely happen.
Free refreshments for everyone.
Yeah.
Well, guys, if you don't mind, everybody who is here, throw up a 1 in chat just to thank Star Wars Meg for coming onto the channel and being here. This has just been very rewarding, very exciting. Meg, I don't really get nervous a lot having people come onto the channel. I was nervous bringing you on. I was
really?
Like, yeah, I was nervous. I was like,
Can I ask why?
I don't know. Like Nick wasn't here, and I was sitting here going, I interviewed Admiral Akbar and wasn't nervous at all. I wasn't nervous at all. I was like, let's go. I'm ready. You come on here, and I'm like, I don't know. You know why?
I hope I'm not that intimidating.
I'll tell you why. Because, I love Star Wars, but I respect you. You know it better than I do. And you know it better than most content creators do. And I don't say that about a lot of people. Nick and I don't throw around the compliments like crazy. if I think you're a good YouTuber, you're a good YouTuber. You know, I don't say that about a whole lot of people. So that's why I feel that way. That's why. So
thank you so much. I'm honestly very touched, and you guys do an absolutely amazing job here on Echo Base Network. I actually checked out one of your streams before I even had a channel, because I was looking for Star Wars channels at the time.
Oh Lord, we probably had no clue
I was
what
like,
we were doing.
and I remember listening to Coach's voice, and it was like, I kid you not, it was the first time where I was like, oh my gosh, this is a channel where they speak calmly, because a lot of YouTube channels are known for just screaming at their people, and then Coach was, you know, relaxed and obviously very friendly, and I was like, yeah, this is a good channel.
Well,
amazing channel.
Can we clip that, Nick, and put that in the pre-show? That's
yeah, I'll clip it out.
I need to hear that occasionally. Thank you so much, Meg. I appreciate that.
Did you go ahead, Coach? I'll ask that.
No. Go ahead. I'll hit the super chats when you're done.
Did you get a chance to watch our sequel trilogy documentary?
Yes. Was that you guys?
Yeah.
That was us. Narrated by Doomcock?
Yeah.
That was us. That's us.
Yeah,
I like that one.
Yeah, we put that together, and
I was nervous.
had got Doomcock to come on board to do the narration.
Yeah.
But yeah, we actually just released a special edition of that, which has a fourth part to it. That Demon Scythe Synthwave did the narration for the fourth part of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got a lot of great people involved in that. Robert Meyer Burnett and Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers and Nerdrotic and all those guys. So yeah, it was a fun one to do, and we're actually got Mauler. I don't know if you're familiar with Mauler.
I am. Yeah.
But we got him doing the narration for our next documentary, which is the Rise and Fall of LucasArts, the gaming company. So,
which we didn't even get into Star Wars gaming. Are you a gamer, Meg?
I was a huge fan of the Lego Star Wars games, and I've played Jedi Fallen Order. I played Battlefront 2 and Knights of the Old Republic, KOTOR.
Okay, awesome.
So Jedi Fallen Order, what were your thoughts on that game?
Honestly, I loved it because it kind of ties into Rebels in a way. You know, you get a different perspective on the Inquisitors. Something I get told all the time is that I sound quite similar to the second sister, Trillis Ajuri.
Okay, I can see that. I can see that.
Nobody says I sound like anybody.
You just sound like Coach.
Yeah.
You sound very similar to that guy on Echo Base Network.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You might have heard of them.
Yeah, I thought we were actually at the EA Play event. I thought we were going to get something for Jedi Fallen Order 2, but
no Star Wars at all.
Yeah,
from
nothing.
EA.
Yeah,
very disappointing.
They gave us nothing, and there's a lot of people that are not. Which I do not like EA as a company. I think they're a terrible company. When they got the exclusive rights to Star Wars, I was just like, oh God, man, this was not a good decision on Disney's part. And then, of course, they ended up losing those exclusive rights, and I'm glad that other companies are actually getting to make Star Wars games now.
Yep.
Didn't they give us like 4 games in a decade or something ridiculous?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Not anymore.
That's just not okay.
Yeah, we're getting them now. The games are going to be coming out now.
I really miss LucasArts.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm looking forward. I don't know if I'm guessing you didn't ever get into the PC games.
Not particularly.
Yeah, so one of my favorites, which is a flight sim called TIE Fighter, and it picks up. It's the first time that Thrawn was actually ever in a game, or in any Star Wars content outside of the Thrawn trilogy books by Timothy Zahn. But it picks up right at the Hoth when the rebels are escaping Hoth. And it goes all the way through right before the attack on the rebel attack on the second Death Star. But you do missions for the Emperor, for Vader, Thrawn's in it. It's just a great story. But somebody over in Finland actually did a total conversion of that game with all updated graphics and stuff, and we're actually going to have him on the channel possibly tomorrow. I haven't gotten confirmation yet, but the game on the game update on that just looks amazing.
Hey, Green Lantern 345 says, "Do you or Meg know if we are getting a 1313 type game?"
I think that's been rumored for a long time, hasn't it?
Yeah, they once EA got the rights, they basically trashed that because that was one of the games that LucasArts was working on. It was a shame they didn't finish it. I hope it ends up getting finished and it comes out though for sure.
Absolutely.
Meg, what are your thoughts on the Star Wars Visions that we're going to be getting very soon?
To be completely honest with you, I will watch it and I'll give my review when it's out. I'm excited for like some of it. I think Studio Trigger have two really interesting sounding titles. They have the Twin Suns and the other one, and one of them's set before the Phantom Menace, one of them's after the Rise of Skywalker. So it might be very interesting. But overall, like, I'm not an anime fan, so I don't think I'm the right person to ask, but I'll give everything a go and give an opinion when I've seen it. But I'm not going to lie to you, with the Book of Boba and Kenobi, there's so much more to look forward to, if I'm honest, at least from my perspective.
I couldn't agree more. Any Star Wars that they're giving us is great, sure. But nothing compares to Ahsoka, Boba Fett, Mandalorian Season 3, which, by the way, is in production, according to the American cinematographer. I don't know if you saw that news.
I think I covered it.
Oh.
Yeah, she actually covered it. That was the one that you, in our video when we covered it,
was that?
mentioned it, and you're like, oh, I must have missed that she did that. And I was like, yeah, she covered it this morning.
She covered that too?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that. She always beats us. That's awesome. Let's see. Maria Espino. Maria, thank you so much. Oh, my goodness. She says, do you all have families, wives, husband, kids, and what do they think about your Star Wars obsessions? Well, I have a wife and I have a wonderful wife and two wonderful daughters who are 13 and 11. And we have two dogs, too. They're wonderful as well. But they do not share my interest in Star Wars. They are so glad that I sold my collection. And I don't have a Star Wars shrine office anymore. All I have is what you see behind me. But no, they don't share that at all. They think I'm a big nerd. If anybody asks me about Echo Base Network or Star Wars, they like cover their faces, like, please. I'm known for other things too. Like Star Wars Meg has other things that she likes. I'm a disc golf fanatic. So a lot of people know me with disc golf. I'm a school teacher. I used to be known for basketball, not anymore. But anyways, but yeah, that's my story.
Yeah, I have never been married. No kids. 2 dogs. 2 little tiny dogs. Little teacup chihuahuas that used to belong to my brother's wife. And she kind of tricked me into taking them because they had 5 dogs. So, yeah, no... The dogs don't care if I watch Star Wars or not.
That was my next question. Because Coach said I have 2 dogs.
Yeah.
My dogs love me, and they love anything I love. So they are Star Wars fans.
Which breed are they?
They are King Charles Cavaliers.
I love those. I love Cavapoos.
Yeah.
Which is the poodle mix with them.
Yeah, they're my
the best.
favorite. We'll always have 2 of them. Like, they're amazing. Love them.
Yeah.
Meg, what about you?
I do not have a wife, a husband, or kids yet. When I have achieved all 3, I'll let you know. No, but on a serious note, I'm not married. I don't have kids. But in terms of the people in my life, yeah, they all know I love Star Wars, and they're psyched about it. At least some of them.
Absolutely.
Because I'll give you an example. Like my mother and my sister, they know I love Star Wars, but they're happy. I'm happy doing this, but they don't know anything about Star Wars, to be honest.
Yeah, I understand. Randy Scott, I apologize, sir. I cannot highlight your super chat because it happened too long ago and it scrolled right by it automatically. But Randy Scott with a $20 super chat. Randy, thank you very much. He says, thanks for bringing the two channels together. We are honored. So thank you, Randy and Meg. Awesome Canuck Grandpa with a $2 super chat. Thank you, Star Wars Meg. We love you. Matt Risman with a $25 super chat. What an awesome stream. So happy to see everyone here. Thanks to Meg and the Megalorians for joining us. RM with a super sticker. Thank you very much. And Eddie Max of Andor. Speaking of Doomcock, he has a new video out you all need to see. I have not seen it, so I'll have to go check that out. And Debbie Young with a $4.99. My husband's high school classmate actually drew the dinosaur theme for Jurassic Park that we all say no and can pick out anywhere. That we all... Okay, nice. Very neat. Cool, Debbie. You've never told us that before.
Yeah, speaking of the last person's super chat, what other content creators do you watch, Meg? Do you watch Doomcock? Have you seen his rumor videos and stuff? Or
I don't watch him. I watch Star Force 1. We recently collaborated on the channel. I watch Star Wars Theory. I used to be into Star Wars Explained, and I also like Eckhart's Ladder. You guys, obviously. Yeah, but I don't watch Doomcock. I've checked out a couple of his videos, but I don't know what to make of it, because here's the thing. Because I'm not into like the MCU or anything else, it's not a Star Wars exclusive channel, so it's like I can't get into 90% of his videos,
right?
Because they're not Star Wars oriented, and that's not a criticism of him. It's a criticism of the fact that I just, I'm only into content creators who focus on Star Wars, really.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. And we've got a lot of content to be covering in the near future, and I'm very excited about that. I know you are too, Meg.
Absolutely.
So, what about being a full-time YouTuber? Like you might be already. But
I am.
Okay. All right. Well, that is
we're
awesome.
We're not there yet.
We're not there yet, but that is something that we would like to do. I retire from teaching in 8 years, and when I retire, no matter where we are, I will be full time at that point. You'll be glad, won't you, Nick?
Yeah, I won't retire for another 20-something years, unless my cryptocurrencies, explode, and I make millions off of it. So yeah, I'll be. It'll just be a part-time, do it when I can do it type thing for a long time for me.
Star Wars Santa is here. Star Wars Santa.
Guy.
Yes, we were supposed to have him on the channel. And he went on vacation, all this. I don't even remember what happened. Star Wars Santa, you have an open invitation for this Saturday night. Send me an email.
Yep, I will not be here.
And if that doesn't work, let me know a Saturday that does. We have to get that fixed, sir. So thank you very much for being here, Star Wars Santa. Well, guys, this has been a real treat. I have absolutely loved it. Thank you so much, Star Wars Meg, for being here. Thank you, community, for being here. Everybody in the chat, a lot of people here are Megalorians. All of our Echo-based network family, please go and subscribe to Star Wars Meg. If you have not done so, you will not be disappointed. I bet most of you already are, but make sure that you do that, guys. Go and sub. If we can get Matt to throw up her link in chat, that will be great. Or any of our mods, I'd appreciate that. But parting shots, anything you guys want to say, we'll start with our guest, and Nick, you can kind of send us off.
Just thank you so much for having me. It's been a pleasure. And it's been awesome to have this collaboration and, to speak to your amazing community here. So, and I encourage all of my Megalorians who are here, obviously, to subscribe to you guys. Well, that's a given. But thank you so much for having me.
Well, definitely our pleasure, and we hope that we could have you again sometime. And Meg, as we roll out our next major project, you have an open invitation. And Nick has put on some incredible live stream events with Star Wars people. We would love to have you join one of those panels one day, perhaps, and talk Star Wars. So the invitation,
I would love to.
Yeah, the invitation will always be open. So
Did you see
Thank you so much.
Did you see the big one that we had with Star Wars Theory?
I did see that one.
Yeah, it was like, God, what did we go, like 6 hours on that stream or something crazy like that?
We've gone like 9 to 10 hours before, which, Meg, we're getting old. Like that's just got to stop.
Yeah, I can't do those long streams like that.
Look, I get up
on a regular basis.
My back's all crooked. My I can't feel my butt. It's asleep. You know. Oh.
See, I got a desk that raises and lowers, so I'm standing. You know, here and
I don't know how you stand for 6 hours.
Yeah, standing for that long.
Crazy
just
man. All right. Well, guys, we're going to go ahead and end it. Thank you all so much for being here. This has meant a lot to us. If you missed some of it, go back and watch the whole thing. And that's going to do it for us, as Nick is getting a work call anyways. Yeah. So special thanks to Star Wars Meg for being here. So I'm Coach, he's Nick, and for Star Wars Meg here, we are Echo Base Network, and we will end the stream after these credits. All right, guys, see y'all.